Hello, Colonel Wisdom here. I typically say, hello everyone, friends and subscribers, Colonel Wisdom here, but for the time being, this is going to be a private video response for Miss Queen Ifama. Once I go public, I'll make sure to give you a shout out. And I just got this microphone, and I don't want to have it so close to my face that you can't see me at all, but at the same time, I want to make sure the audio is on point, because it's been so frustrating, the audio problems I've had. Once you listen to my older uploads, you'll see what I mean. But anyway, this is going to be regarding her video on immature adults. Now, the majority of the video kind of was talking about many things other than YouTube and other than internet activities in general. However, that's how it initially started, and that's what initially Queen, I'm talking to you right now. Sorry, this is the first time I've ever made a private video response to anybody on YouTube, so it's kind of strange. I really don't want to be on private right now. It's just something I'm doing at the time because I'm concerned about getting false flagged. But anyway, regarding how you were initially talking about YouTube activities and how someone shared with you a parody/diss channel, and that was very childish on their part. And as I did say in the comments, a lot of times that stuff is provoked. And as I also said in the comments, with my experiences here on YouTube, the only people who's ever had a problem with me to the point where they would make videos actually referring to me and make up lies and also insult me with a bunch of ad hominem attacks, that has only been people who were in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and only one of them has no children of her own, and only one of them is a dude, and the dude does have a child. I'm not going to be mentioning that person's name, because as Advice Show says, he just brings us so much negativity and drama and craziness, and I suspect some of his dick riders were the ones who had false flagged one of my videos. Although there are other people who would have motivation to silence me, I just think it's them. But I have no way of proving who it was, so that's beside the point. But to elaborate on my experiences here at YouTube, and how I handle adversity. Now, some may say how I handle the adversity is a little bit immature. And to be honest with you, I'm not the most mature 26-year-old. There are a lot of, I don't know how to say this without sounding conceited or anything, but I do grow tired of a very common ad hominem attack from this one chick in her 50s. I'll call her Pure Butterball Spirit. You might know who I'm talking about, but yeah, that's the name I want to call her now. But Pure Butterball Spirit, whenever we get into it, I had totally laid her out debate-wise in a forum of a Queen 100 last year, and ever since then she picks a fight with me anytime she sees me in a forum. Almost maybe not. Well, she's done this twice, but I'll be civil with her at first, but she'll just descend into the calling me a whore and a bitch and saying I act like I have a dick between my legs and all this nonsense just because I disagree with her on something. It's ridiculous, and it gets to the point where I almost have to degrade. I always had to put myself at that level, with the name calling and the ad hominems. But the difference is, when I do it, it actually has some truth to it. See, when the people who come against me, they do it, it has no truth to it. It's just some shit they made up. It's just something they pulled out of their ass that makes no sense. Because truth be told, this is TMI, but truth be told, I'm 26 years old. The only man that has ever had access to any orifice on my body, the only man I've ever been intimate with, is the man I'm with right now. the man that I'm married to, that I'm going to build a family with. Nobody else I've interacted with was worthy enough to touch my body. I mean, that's just been my experience. Who knows? What time will tell. Of course, pure Butterball is always telling me that he's going to cheat on me, and that he's going to leave me for a fat, greasy baby mama. But that's her fantasy. I doubt that's going to happen. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I keep losing track of what I want to say. But yeah, I do want to say that overall I do agree with you that making diss channels and constantly arguing on the internet, it can be immature, but a lot of times what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And what I think is so interesting about like almost everybody I will say that if you're curious about, if you follow Deb Cooper and you're curious about what our TIFF was about, I'll send you those videos if you like, because I just put them on unlisted to send to another person. But this Deb Cooper lady, I don't really know if she's in her 50s and 60s. I know that when she was on Gen X 3 years ago, was it 3 years ago or 4 years ago? 3 years ago, when she was on the website GenerationX.net, she claimed to be 44. She also says that she has a daughter in her mid-20s. Now, I believe, so that would make her close to 50 right now. I think in one of my videos I assumed she was in her 60s, but that wasn't even a swipe at her looks. That was just that she has like these very backwards and warped, man-hating, archaic feminist views that just came from like second wave feminism. Like, I would imagine somebody like that was probably like a teenager or in their 20s during that feminist movement of the 70s and stuff, and the bra burning and whatever. Like, she's that type of feminist. She's like a really old white feminist, not even like a black one. And she just says this off the wall stuff that's destructive. Like, she says that she's making advice for like women in my demographic, black women who are in their 20s and just like starting, because the first time I came at her initially when I was 24. I was going on 25 because like I had turned 26 last winter. Like this winter in 2013 I had turned 26. So yeah. But anyway, at the time it was late 2011, and I made a video going in on her, and I didn't attack her appearance or nothing, but like I did resort to ad hominem attacks, and that was immature. But I've seen how this woman gets down on her blog and also on the website Generation X, and like no matter how civilly like you come at her, she'll resort to an ad hominem attack and twist your words around. In fact, in one video, I actually read an example of her doing that on her blog. So I really didn't think she was worthy of no ad hominem attacks in the debate. And honestly, and to be honestly and truthful with you, I also went at her with ad hominem attacks because she, like I said, she gives out advice that's destructive for black women, especially for young black women, and is such a lie, and is not in touch with reality. It's like when someone says something really stupid and just really asinine, you can't help but insult them. It's something like that. So on that was immature on my part, but like I said, I kept it above board. I didn't go in on her looks. I didn't do any of that, because not that I remember. But two of these other people that I've gone in on in videos, they totally provoked that and totally brought them on themselves. And it's really funny to me how what's going on. I did not want my camera to do that just now, but I'm just going to go ahead and keep moving, because you guys, you've seen enough of my afro, But anyway, I really did not appreciate how these two chicks, not only did they insult me and totally twist around my argument. You know, that's one thing about YouTube. People here suffer from hear what I want to hear disease. And that can make things very frustrating because you take the time and energy out of your day, out of your free time. You could be doing something else and you make a video, you know, putting your feelings out there, putting your opinion, what you really believe, and people just twist the shit all around into something you never even said. You know, stuff like that. It could be extremely frustrating. That's what Debsterism eventually did with me. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's what Deb did to me when she was replying to my videos on her. She just totally twisted all around what I said. And it was telling her audience that I was a Bible thumper and that I was an extreme Christian or all this nonsense when I'm not. My none of those videos mentioned Jesus, Christianity, or religion. You know, I'm converting to Christianity now, but like most of my life I've been agnostic, and a big part of me is still agnostic. All of what I was talking about when I was saying how her advice is bad, it was all worldly stuff. And yet she brought Christianity into it because she knows that most people are lazy. They're not going to bother to listen to my videos. They're just going to just go on me because they love her. And you know the culture of dick riding and clit riding has ruined debate on this website. It really has. And that's why like I enjoy listening to videos like yours or other people where like I could agree with them sometimes and disagree with them sometimes because I know they're going to come at me with something real. They're not going to release their flying monkeys or their minions on me and have them take down my channel. But that's what you got to worry about with a lot of people on this site. So anyway, getting back to my point. But these two chicks last year, one of them especially, I said something she didn't like. Her response to that was accuse me of being another user, being a male user, and saying that I was really a man pretending to be this chick. When I had showed my face shortly, then she flipped it around and said that I deleted my male account and that I was really a chick pretending to be a man or something. And that has really, and there are other corners of black YouTube who believe this just because she says it. You know, just like someone on Debsterism's page, they even said that. You know, it's ridiculous. Like nobody does any research. So that's why sometimes you just have to just lay them out in a way that may make you look childish because they just won't stop with the lies. But yeah, and not only did she lie on me and insult me and call me all types of bitches and all types of other nasty names, but she attacked my appearance. Yeah. Said that I look like, you know, all types of, what did she say? I look like, Stephen King's It, you know, the Tim Curry clown from It. Said I looked like Captain Crunch. Said I was butt ugly. Said maybe I'm a hermaphrodite. You know, just talking a heap of shit about my appearance. Then the next year rolls around. She pisses off a Facebook friend to the point where this Facebook friend shows me her picture, and whew, after that it was a wrap. I mean, to quote Tariq Nasheed, it was just, I mean, this chick looked like a zit-studded Admiral Akbar with weave. And you know, if certain chicks who came after me, rather it's provoked or not, if certain chicks who they don't like me for whatever reason, if they looked like Andrea's Choice, if they looked like British Pop Princess, if they looked like Bria Miles, if they looked like Melissa Ford, I mean, you know, if they looked like that, or if they looked like Montana De Leon, if they looked like Alexis K. Tyler, if they looked like Alec Weck, I mean, people hate on Alec Weck a lot. I think Alec Weck is pretty, you know. If they look like Drama Bitches Politics, and they rip on me for my appearance, and just try to rip apart my argument, you know, I might shut up. Or no, I wouldn't shut up. I would still refute myself and defend my argument. But I wouldn't, you know, comment on their looks because I would know I have no place to talk. But because I don't think I'm all that, you know, I'm just okay. But you're going to talk about my looks, and I find out that you're both a couple a couple of weave wearing fat greasy Alice Lagoon looking bitches. No, no, it's no, just no, no, no. You're not going to. I'm not going to let that slide. I don't care if you said it a year ago. You know, I'm not letting that slide. No. No. I mean, I don't know if you've been in the situation I have. I mean, maybe you have, but this is the pattern with me, like, all my life. It is always the women. I don't even say women, because this was in high school, too, but it is always the chicks who look as good as me or better. They never hate. They never throw shade. They never start anything with me. It's always these chicks that look like barnyard animals that have a problem with me, and that like target me and think that they're just going to mouth off, because naturally I'm a very demure person and I'm a very easygoing person, and they take me as a punk or something. And I have to prove to them, I'm like, no, it's not going down like that. You're no. Like do you really want me to tell you what you look like right now? I mean, really? Because that's what you're asking for. And that's what both of these chicks asked for. One of the chick, you know, she already showed us that she looked like Alice Lagoon. So that was a non-factor. But when she had the nerve to come out and attack my appearance too, and say that I was a hoe, and I was ugly and troll-looking, and my pale ass, no. No. Yeah, I'll let you know your place in the universe if you do that, because clearly you're delusional, or you just got reality all fucked up. You got life all fucked up. I need to help fix it for you, and yeah, and I'll assist you in that by just letting you know. And it's funny, both of these chicks now, they're playing the victim because they got the ass end of that ass whooping, and they're like telling quarters of YouTube that I'm the bully and that I'm stalking them. First of all, how can you stalk somebody when you don't even go to their channel? Okay? And when you're not even making videos about them. Because one of the chicks, I already made my 2 videos about them, just exposing them for that Klingon ancestry and that and that, you know, messed up do. Yeah, I totally got her back, because she's the one that kicked it off. And after she kicked it off, you know, she shut up real quick, but it had to turn to, oh, now the camera wants to do that. Well, anyway, so then it turned into that. And I did not mean for this video to be this long, so I think I don't want the file to be too big. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get off for now. But I just wanted to say, yeah, I agree with you about, you know, arguing people on the internet. It's kind of like the Special Olympics. No matter who wins, you're seen as retarded. Even so, if you don't say anything, and if you don't sometimes stoop to the level of certain people, eventually a lie is just going to stay alive. And it's going to affect your other interactions on YouTube. Because as I was saying, because of this one disagreement I had with this chick, because this one tiff I had with her, other parts of YouTube were thinking that I was this same male user and we weren't 2 different people, like we clearly are. And so eventually you just have to shut them up. And this person only acknowledged that we were 2 different people, which is clear to anybody else with a brain who wasn't biased. She only acknowledged that when I exposed that she resembled Admiral Akbar. That's when she shut up. So yeah, sometimes you just got to do that. And that's all I wanted to say. Also, keep in mind, yeah, I may be immature, but really, these 2 chicks I'm talking about, they're in their 30s, and one of them has a kid. So really, who's the real immature one if you factor all of that in? Alright, I'm gonna go now, because this is almost 20 minutes, and I gotta go make dinner. So, alright, Katie, bye. I hope you appreciate this video response. I know it kind of strayed away from your original point, but but it was just my whole take on immature adults on this website and how I deal with them. And that's going to be it. Okay, bye. Girdle Wisdom out.